Shalom uvracha from Yerushalayim, Ir HaKodesh. With the help of Hashem, we continue our joint study of Pirkei Avot. Tonight we are studying chapter 2, Mishnah 8, and this is part 5 of Mishnah 8. Baruch Hashem, there are so many ideas in this Mishnah that we have divided over many weeks, and I do hope that those people following will be able to be with us for the entirety of Bezrat Hashem. I hope the whole Pirkei Avot, but surely our way through Mishnah Het. So we're Perek Bet, Mishnah Het, and this is our 5th discussion of this Mishnah. In our current Mishnah, Hillel has been teaching us of the potential negative results which may stem from increasing certain forms of behavior and activities. We have studied in the previous weeks various forms of marbeh, and if a person increases those levels of behavior, he or she may find himself or herself in a negative state, suffering from various forms of results from those kinds of actions. Tonight, however, we continue with another side of that same coin. Tonight we continue to delve and to try to understand the wisdom of Hillel's teachings, but in contradistinction to the aforementioned, Hillel exposes us to a series of activities which will increase levels of blessings if we increase these very actions and activities. And the first on the list, I'm reading from the Mishnah, Marbeh Torah, Marbeh Chayim. Marbeh Torah, Marbeh Chayim. The more Torah, the more life. The greater the life. We consider Torah to be such a great blessing. We consider Torah to be the source of our existence. We consider Torah to be the gift of God. It's not just a technical book of knowledge. It's a form of communication. Maybe the only form of communication that we have, that God communicated with us. We love the Torah. We don't just study the Torah. There's endless wisdom in the Torah, written by the greatest mind beyond trillionfold, the greatest imagination that we can even begin to fathom. What a book, what a sefer, what chokhmah, what all-encompassing. Marbeh Torah. If a person increases his or her level of connection to Torah, and according to most commentaries, it means Torah study, Marbeh Chayim. The more Torah, the more life. Everyone, in his or her own way, should find a way to join the study of Torah. Everyone has their own level of interest. A person, a Talmid, learns, Mashal libo hafetz. It could be that this side of Torah, or this aspect of Torah, is more intriguing to you than it is to him or to her. But you have to find something in Torah. Maybe we're supposed to find the way to join Torah to each and every one of our days. One of the questions that's asked of us, according to rabbinic tradition, after we leave this world is, did you set aside times for Torah? Did you set aside, were there periods of time? Were there periods of time that you connected to Torah? Kavata itim la Torah? And Baruch Hashem today, with the increase of knowledge, tens and tens of it, we have computer programs that have tens of thousands of sefarim, maybe even more. Otzar Chokhmah, the Bar Ilan project. With one disc, you can reach tens and tens of thousands of sefarim. Or all those great people who study every week Parashat HaShavua. Kol hamashlim parashiotav im hatzibur. They study diligently. They complete the parasha study im hatzibur, with the community. Ma'arichim lo yamav u'shnotav, says the Gemara. A person will be blessed with increased levels of length of days and length of years. Everyone has his or her individual study. Let's say you like this particular parasha of Torah, and he likes that section of Torah, and she enjoys that. That's wonderful. But we have a joint study. Kol hamashlim parashiotav im hatzibur. That's to be commended. I once heard an explanation that maybe besides the general marbeh Torah, marbeh Chaim, which Hillel is teaching us in our Mishnah, increasing levels of Torah increases life, but the Gemara seems to emphasize especially the people who study Torah with the tzibur. And according to one school of thought, maybe the reason is because when I study individually, when he studies individually, when she studies individually, a human being is finite. A human being is limited in the amount of days and the amount of years that he or she has. But the community is immortal. It never dies. The community lives on. So if you join your study, your personal study, with the study of the community, then you're tapping into a system which is beyond regular life. Therefore, mashlim parashiotav im hatzibur marichim lo yamav u'shnotav. Let's say here's a person who enjoys studying maybe Daf Yomi. Baruch Hashem, all over the world, there are people studying every day the identical page of Talmud. What a system! What a great system! There are people who study particular sections of Mishnah. there are communities of people who study Chok Yisrael. What a wonderful sefer, Chok Yisrael. I think it used to be more popular than it is today. I don't know if I talk about it, it becomes more popular. At least one person, I don't know, I met someone this week, his name is Shmuel. I don't know if he's watching. He told me at least he watches this. Whoever you are, wherever you are, but let's say Chok Yisrael. It's like a smorgasbord of knowledge. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful compilation arranged through every day of the week for every single parasha. A little Chumash, a little Navi, a little Ketuvim, a little section of Mishnah, a little section of Talmud, a little section of Zohar, a little section of Halakha, a little section of Musa. It's wonderful. The people that study that. I think I have here on one of the shelves. Someone even translated it into English. The Chok Yisrael. It's an amazing book. Study that every week. There are people that there aren't many, but there are people that study. They want to finish the entire Mishnayot. They want to finish the entire Mishnayot every month. Every month. So it's over there, I think. It's over there. I think 3 or 4 books from the top. From the end. That's the English of Chok Yisrael, I think. There's some people that finish Mishnayot every month. Every month, 18 chapters a day. 18 chapters of Mishnah a day. They finish it every 30 days. Whatever it is, whatever you're studying, even if you don't have a regimented study with the community, it all increase in Torah. You read stories, you read Agadat. No, towards the end, where your hand is too open. That right there, right? Those. Yes, I think is that Chok Yisrael in English. Yeah. Is that a translation? That's correct. It's a translation. Yeah. Chok Yisrael. Here's the. Can you get it on the?
Perfect.
You have it? Yeah. Chok Yisrael. Ner Naftali. It says a Hebrew English version. Right. It's a wonderful sefer. Wonderful unappreciated sefer. Even those who are connected to problems of ADD and ADHD, you can't get to. You study a few minutes of this and you're ready in a new section. And there are problems today in certain lectures. They can't stay to one topic for too long because people are so used to changing topics. The average attention span has seemingly decreased in certain communities. Okay, so marbeh Torah, marbeh Chaim. If you increase Torah in your own life, marbeh Chaim, then you are increasing your life. Increasing study of Torah brings with it special blessings of increased and expanded life. Marbeh Torah, marbeh Chaim could mean that the person studying Torah will receive a divine special blessing of long life, literally, or a long life, of course, could be in this world, in the next world, or it could also mean that a person studying Torah will benefit from the gift of an especially meaningful and productive life. Their life will become greater. Marbeh Chaim, they will have more value in their life. The Torah text in Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 20, speaks of Ki hu chayecha v'orech yamecha. The Torah is your life. The Torah is the length of your days. The pasuk, the verse associates Torah, study of Torah, fulfillment of Torah, with the length of days. And indeed, each and every evening, in the evening prayer, what we call Ma'ariv or Arvit, in the traditional Ma'ariv prayer, we speak of Torah and we associate it with expanded life. Nasiach bechukecha. Nasiach bechukecha. We discuss your laws, God. V'nismach. V'nismach b'divrei Talmud Torah. We love the Torah. We rejoice in Torah. There are some people, they read Torah, they're falling asleep, God forbid. You know, Hashem should give them added levels of strength, you know. No, seriously, right? You know, there's some people that they read. It's a source of joy. It's supposed to be a source of joy. We pray every morning. Rabbi Shapansky once told me, one of my great teachers, Rabbi Yisrael Shapansky, Zichrono Livracha, he was the editor of Or Mizrach. So he once told me, he said, people think that to seek relevance of Torah texts is a new problem. He says the rabbis established a blessing. Every morning we say this blessing, please make the Torah sweet for us. He says that means they were struggling with that. The Torah is so sweet. But God, please develop our spiritual taste buds to see the sweetness, to taste the sweetness of Torah. So Rav Shapansky once told me, V'ha'arevna, ha'arev, for the word arev, areva, V'ha'arevna Hashem Elokeinu, et divrei Torah techa b'fina. Pikudei Hashem yisharim, misamehei leiv. The laws of Torah, the statutes of Torah are so sweet. They bring joy. But not everyone sees the joy. I saw in the introduction of the Sachachava to a sefer called Eglei Tal, he writes how people err in thinking that maybe if they enjoy the Torah too much, that maybe that's a lower level of studying Torah. After all, I love Torah so much, and I'm studying it, so, you know, is that really learning? Maybe Torah has to be heavy and difficult, and you know, and maybe, God forbid, a person feels that they have to be tortured in their study of Torah. He says, no, joy of Torah. Read it. It's a beautiful introduction to Eglei Tal about the simcha of Torah. Marbeh Torah, Marbeh Chaim. And we say each night in the Arvit, Nasiach b'chukecha, v'nismach b'divrei Talmud Toratecha, u'v'mitzvotecha, la'olam va'ed, yem chayenu, v'orech yameinu. We discuss your laws and statutes, and we rejoice in the words of the teachings of your Torah. For they are our life. Ki heim chayenu, v'orech yameinu. And they lengthen our days. Marbeh Torah, Marbeh Chaim. In Proverbs, in the book of Mishnah, chapter 3, verse 2, we are taught that Torah and mitzvot, the study of Torah and the fulfillment of commandments, gift the individual with length of days, long life and peace. Ki orech yamim ushnot chayim yosifu lach. Special levels of increased and expanded life will be given to such an individual. So we have to appreciate the gift of chayim, of Torah. And just perhaps, I'd like to just quickly summarize a famous story of the Talmud. Those people interested in following the text, it's in Tractate Berachot, page 61b, Masechet Brachot Samach Aleph Amud Bet, in which we read that there once was a decree on the part of the Roman Empire prohibiting the Jewish nation from studying Torah, from teaching Torah, learning Torah. Should never happen again, God forbid. Tanu Rabbanan Pamahat, Gazram Malchut HaRasha Shel Yashu Yisrael b'Torah. And Papus ben Yehuda, Papus comes and he sees that Rabbi Akiva, the great sage, the great leader, He's gathering all kinds of people. He's teaching Torah. But the Romans said that they're going to kill the person who teaches Torah. Hayam makil kihilot birabim v'osek b'Torah. So Papus Ben Yehuda asks Rabbi Akiva, aren't you afraid of the Roman government? Aren't you afraid they're going to kill you? Don't you understand the ramifications of your action? And then he teaches him the parable of the fable of the fox and the fish. And he says, well, let me explain it to you through a parable. Let him explain it to you by talking about fish and fox. He says, one time the fox was walking, by the waterside, and for so long the fish are suffering from the problems of being caught by the fishermen. And the sly fox says to the fish, "Oh, I see you're jumping." He calls together like this emergency meeting, and suggests to the fish that he has a way of preserving their life. Ritzonechem shetalule abashat. Why don't you come with me up on the dry land? I have this great hideaway that no fisherman will ever find you. All your problems are over. No hooks, no nets, no bait, no nothing. Just come up to the dry land, go into the forest somewhere, and everything will be solved. So they say, "Oh, you foolish fox," They say that you're wise. They say that you're sly. Lo pikeach ata, ela tipesh ata. What a foolish suggestion. And obviously, the way everyone understands, the moment the fish follow the fox onto dry land, they're already dead. So it doesn't matter where you hide us, because you don't need to protect us once we're on the dry land, because we can't live outside of the water. Said Rabbi Akiva, our whole source of life is Torah. Afanachnu, achshav she'anu yoshvim v'oskim b'Torah, shekatuv ba ki hu chayecha v'orech yamecha kach. If there's a danger to us when we're studying Torah, how much more so if we don't study Torah? Marbeh Torah, marbeh chayim. It is an increase of life. We call the Torah in our prayers Torat Chayim. It's a guide for life. It's the source of teaching us how to live, how to properly live, how to enjoy life, how to maximize life. We do hope that each person, in his or her own way, will be able to internalize the messages of Hillel and increase Torah and increase life. May everyone be blessed with increased life and increased Torah forever and ever. Marbeh Torah, Marbeh Chayim. Thank you so much.